Hello guys, my name is Balkrishna Srivastava and welcome to Code with BK. So in this video, we write the solution code for problem 707 of LeetCode design linked list in C programming. So before we begin, it is a request to please subscribe to my channel. And if any of my previous videos has helped you out, or if this video helps you out, so please do subscribe to my channel. So we need to solve this problem. Take a minute and give this a reading. Okay. So we need to complete this linked list implementation, and they're giving you an option of singly linked list and doubly linked list. So we have covered singly linked list in C so far, and that is what we implement here, right? And I have explained all these functions in C programming about linked list to find the length, get the value at this index, find the value, find the index of this value, print linked list in reverse using recursion, insert at end, front, at a particular index, delete front node, delete last node, and delete a node at an index. Okay, so we use these very functions to complete this design. So let me just copy this. Okay, solution to LeetCode problem 707. Okay, so in our implementation of the linked list, we just have a node. We don't have another struct that contains the head and tail node for the linked list. So we have a struct node, we don't have a struct linked list. In this implementation, they have a struct my linked list. Okay, so if you go here, they have a struct my linked list. So this basically is putting all the data required for the linked list in this struct. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this, okay, in LeetCode 707. Okay, and I'll say I have struct node head in this linked list. Okay, so my linked list struct basically contains a head to the node. You can also have a say int size member in this struct linked list, depends upon you, right? But since we are not using size anywhere in these functions, right, so I'm going to let it out. Okay, so I have this struct node that represents the node of a linked list, and this is the struct representing the linked list. So what is the main value, the main reference that stores the linked list? It is the head of the linked list, which is contained in this struct. Okay, all right. So in my mind linked list create, I'm going to simply say create a new linked list struct and return it. So I'm going to say my linked list is malloc, okay, size of, okay, my linked list, okay, and my linked list dot head is null. Okay, setting the head to null and return my linked list. Okay, so creating a struct that basically stores a linked list, which essentially is saying that it stores the head of a linked list, which is currently null. Okay, so let me just compile this LeetCode 707. This is line 26. We haven't gone to line 26 yet. Okay, so let me just add return 0 for, okay, so let me just compile this again. Okay, a main is not defined. We can have a main, okay, that simply returns 0. Okay, because this C program is supposed to have a main, right? All good. Okay, we'll not be using this main. So this is so that we just don't get this error that main cannot be referenced. Okay, so this function is done. Then we say get the object at this index, right? That is the get the value of index. If the index is invalid, return -1. Okay, so basically using get function, go to definition. Okay, using this. Okay, so my head is simply object's head, and everything else remains the same. So this function takes a current pointer pointing to head. Head is node at index 0, so that is why I is pointing to 0. I is 0. Okay, so I will always store the index of the node which is pointed to by current. The moment index and I match, index is the index at which we need to get the value. Index and I match, I return the value at this node. Otherwise, I keep moving forward. My invalid value is basically -1, which I can again copy from here. Valid value. Okay, with my definitions here. Okay, all right. So let me just compile again. All good. Okay, then I have addAtHead. So I'll go at insert at front. Okay, go to definition. So in our case, we were always receiving the head of the linked list, okay, which was storing the linked list. In this case, this object pointer is storing the head of the linked list. So instead of head, I can simply say object's head. If it is null, create a new node, set the value, and set the next to null. Else, create a new node, set the value to x to this val, and we also need to use val, and set the next two objects head and set the objects head to new node. Okay, adding a new node at the head. Okay, then we go to addAtTail, which is basically insert at end. Go to definition. I do this. Okay, and since I will have to optimize this solution, I will take a tail as well. So with the head I take a tail as well. Okay, which I set to null when I am creating my list. So when I'm not changing head and tail, that's okay. When I'm adding at head and head is null, my head and tail point to the same node. Okay, because if the linked list is empty, there's nothing in the linked list, and you're adding the first node, that is the head and that is the tail. So you can say objects tail is also pointing to objects head. Okay, I can put this at the last. Okay, addAtHead. Otherwise, if the list was not empty and you're adding a head, the tail will not change. Okay, because tail will change only when you're inserting at the end. Okay, so when we come at this part, okay, insert at tail, the empty linked list remains the same. The case for empty linked list remains the same, because if the linked list is empty, you're adding a tail, you're adding the only node, which is the head and which is the tail. Okay, so this is the case, same case as empty list for addAtHead, same case for empty list addAtTail. Okay, otherwise we can use the simply use the tail. I can say create a new node, set the value and next. Okay, create a new node, set the value and next, set the next of last node to this new node, which is basically objects tail, next is new node, and then the tail is this new node, and this is val. Okay, so if the linked list is empty, you're adding the only node, which becomes the head and the tail. If the linked list is not empty, you're creating a node, setting it next to the tail, okay, and updating the tail. Okay, so this is a little bit more optimized, because every time you add at the end, you don't have to go to the end of the list. You already have a tail storing the end reference. Okay, addAtIndex is basically let me go to the implementation for addAtIndex. Insert at, okay, go to definition, okay, and I'll take the code without the helper functions. Okay, I explained this all in detail. Okay, so addAtIndex, and for invalid index, the node will not be inserted if the index is greater than length. Okay, greater than length not be inserted, equal to the length at the end. Okay, node is greater than. Okay, good. If index is less than 0, we do nothing. If object's head is null, we create object's head is new node. Okay, head and next, or we can simply use insert at front, right? In my linked list, insert at head. So you can simply say index 0, my linked list, insert at head, object and val. Okay, else index is greater than 0, so object head dot next, current previous, this is val. We don't need to return, we simply return, we don't have to return head. Okay, since we are in, so this is the part that inserts at index greater than 0 and less than equal to length minus 1, so head and tail will remain the same, we don't have to worry. This is the case where we have to update the tail, so append to the tail. Okay, so in this case we can do this code, create a new node, okay, and update the tail. Okay, so this is basically adding, okay, to the end of the linked list for index equal to the length. Okay, so index less than 0 is invalid, index greater than length, when nothing will happen, index equal to 0 adds at front. Okay, then we have deleteAtIndex, which we can again take from here. Delete at, go to definition, okay, copy, without using helper function side, because you don't have length. So let's do this one. Okay, so if head is null, we return, we don't do anything. Let's see what are the requirements. delete if the index is valid. If the index is valid, okay. So index is invalid, we do nothing. Index is less than 0, we do nothing. Okay, if the list is empty, we do nothing. Okay, we already added this. Then we have if index is 0, okay, we say old head is head, object dot head is objects head dot next, free old head, and return. Okay, so in this case, if the list goes empty, update the tail. Okay, so if list goes empty, that is if object dot head becomes null. Okay, right? So tail also has to be set to null, so object dot tail is also null. Okay, so this is the case where you have to delete the first node of a linked list, and this is the case when there was only one node in the linked list. Okay, so you set head equal to head dot next, head goes to null, but tail is still pointing to the original head which you freed, so you need to set tail to null. Okay, for index equal to 0, so you add return or don't add return, it means the same thing. Okay, then objects head dot next, so this is basically, will it return remove the tail? It may remove the tail. Okay, okay, now if the tail was deleted, that is if previous dot next is null. Okay, if index was equal to length minus 1, we set object dot tail to previous. Okay, all right, this is not needed. And finally, in order to free, I can say take a current starting from head. Okay, and I'll say while current, okay, take reference to old head, which is current, or maybe you can simply say temp equal to current. Current is current dot next free temp. Okay, and object dot head equal to null, object dot tail equal to null. Okay, so these are our functions. Let me just test and explain these. Okay, so copy, okay, so let me see if we have a test case going on. Okay, okay, this is okay. Let me just check. Oh, you have to free my linked list as well. Okay, you have to also say free object. Okay, run again. Okay, you have to free the object as well because this is also a pointer. Okay, all right, let's see if we miss any cases. Okay, okay, addAtIndex takes. All right, so basically linked list is blank. Oh, we are not checking if, so I can simply make this object dot head, make this null, make this 0, test, and submit. So what is happening is we are creating a blank linked list. We are inserting at index 1 the value 0. Inserting at index the 1 value 0. Index 1 will be invalid because it is an empty list, right? So only valid index to insert is 0. Okay, and this else part is handling case for index 1, right? But linked list is empty, so object head is going to be null. So what we can say, we can start from 0, and the everything else will be taken care of. Okay, so rather than starting from the second node which is at index 1, I'm starting from the first node which is at index 0. So this is going to be false, nothing is going to happen. All right, and index is equal to I is going to be false. Okay, so we will be able to take care of this case. So let me just run. Right, the only changes we did was we started with head and previous was null and I was 0. Okay, Alright, so this was the solution to this video, and I hope this was helpful. You like this video. So if there is any doubt, there's a part you don't understand, please let me know in the comments. I always try to answer all your comments. And you can also let me know in the comments if there's a question you want to solve or if there's a concept you want to discuss. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.